think we're live. Let's see. We are live. No one's here yet, but good morning. Because you might be watching this later. Which, if you are watching this later, you can feel free to fast forward 10 minutes to the beginning of class. Good morning, Marie. So excited for class today. And I've got my green tea, which means I get a burst of energy. Hey, Gabby. Little sister. What's up? I'm going to actually go get my sage because I'd like it to smell like sage in here. Oh, I miss you and being on my mat as well. I miss seeing you guys at the studio so much. Every day we were there, you know? That's a lot to take away, but we will get it back. And for now we have this, which is freaking amazing, right? Modern technology. Who knew it would come in such handy in such a positive way for us? Hey, Mal. I've been working on this space because I really needed a space to just be able to shut the door and like have a nice background and a place to like practice with you guys. And it finally has come through, so I'm excited. Just took that one night for me to get a burst of energy to want to like completely minimalize and clean this room out. Today we're going to work our butts off. Anybody have any plans for the day? Anything fun? Long weekends coming up. For some of us, it's a long weekend. For some of us, every day is now the weekend. We've got 5 minutes, ladies. Good morning, Julie. Oh, I have to go get an elastic for my hair, and I'll be back, everybody. And it'll be time for class. All planting your garden and you're getting a new puppy? Wait a minute. How did I not know this? It's so exciting. If you need any tips, let me know. I've been a passionate puppy raiser for the past 4 months. Lots of good info for you. I'm just putting my doTERRA Women Clearly Calm on. It's my favorite thing in the world. Ask Christine about it next time she's ordering. If you get really bad cramps or, I mean, every time I put it on or smell it, I just get happy. Yeah. Clearly Calm. You can rub it on your abdomen and it will help your cramps like literally go away. It even, I swear, it helps with my mood swings. So, guys watching this, you might not know what I'm talking about. Well, I'm sure you do, because I'm sure you've experienced it with someone. The wrath of the period. Oh. Yes, Marie, me and Rocket would be happy to come meet you at the park or in Lincoln Woods or something. Oh, hey, Mom. You decided you could come? I don't even know what time it is. I just realized, ladies. Oh, it's 9:30. Okay, so good morning. Happiest of Thursdays to everyone here and everyone everywhere. Today we're going to flow and we're going to keep adding on as we go, progressing towards sugarcane pose, which is a version of half moon, which you're welcome to stop there. You're welcome to give it a try once we get there. It's not going to be wrist-free, but it's definitely going to be challenging. I worked on it last night, but it felt really good, so I'm hoping you guys will enjoy it too. We're going to start today, just come onto your back. We're going to start with a little bit of breathing, grounding, and connecting. Coming onto your back, just give your knees a hug. A hug in. And as you're here, take a a nice slow breath in through the nose, filling up and out of the nose, emptying out. And find a little bit of a rock side to side. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose. So bringing some awareness to your breath and to your body here. Coming back to center, giving your feet a flex, spreading out your toes, and then a point. Point your feet. And then flex them, toes towards the face, heels point forward, and then point them. Good. And then come back to neutral. Take a deep breath in and out. As you're breathing out, start to relax the muscles in your face. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Come into Supta Baddha Konasana, but come in gently. Feel your hips get heavier. And as you start to breathe in through your nose, fill up your belly. Fill up your ribs, fill up your chest, pause at the top, and then slowly exhale everything out of your nose, pausing at the bottom. Full inhale, fill up your belly and your ribs and your heart, pausing at the top. Exhale through the nose, emptying the heart and the ribs and the belly. Keep that going here, just for 5 more rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale fills the belly, the ribs, the heart. Exhale. Inhale, all the way full. Exhale, all the way empty. Inhale, fill up your belly, your ribs, and your chest. Exhale through the nose, let it all go, emptying out. Making this our last round. Fill up your belly, your ribs, and your chest, and hold full. Hold it here a little bit longer. Maybe you can take in another sip of air. Empty out through your nose. Let it all wash through you. And take a moment to notice how you're feeling now. Bring your hands to the outside of your thighs and help your knees together, help your legs together. Hug your knees in towards your chest, your belly. Lift your feet up to the sky, take a deep breath in, and then rock and roll a few times. So we'll come up and see if you can softly come up, step your feet on your mat, and find a forward fold with bent knees. So knees are very bent. Lay your chest and your belly out on your thighs and drop your head down. And then bring your weight more into the ball mounds of your feet. Just let the Tops of the hands rest. Maybe taking opposite elbow here. Breathing in and out through your nose. Invite expansion, space, and love into every cell of your body. Come into a flat back here, lengthen. Bring your fingertips off your mat. Feel your shoulders draw back and the top of your head reach forward. Take another breath here. Inhale. And then drop into your forward fold. Soft knees, chin tucks a little bit. One more time in our halfway lift here. Fingertips float. Just lengthen through your sternum. Bring your collarbones forward, shoulders back. Lower belly tucks up. Inhale. Exhale, drop in gently, forward fold. Stay here and take a deep breath in, all the way full. Pause at the top of the breath. And then use the exhale to roll up, keeping your chin tucked, your knees soft. Unravel the spine, let the top of the head lift last. And then reach your arms forward and up. Connect your fingertips, right? Not the palms, just the fingertips. And then lift up through the side body. So feel your fingertips lift towards the ceiling. Feel your inner feet press down and your low belly lift. Take a deep breath in. And forward fold. Soften your knees. Drop your head. Come into a flat back here. Good. And then we're going to step back into plank pose. And I'm going to show you what our vinyasa is going to be today. So with me here, come forward over your toes. Take a deep breath in and out. To modify, set your knees down. Inhale. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Release your toes. Good. Float your arms back and lift into locust pose for a breath. And then release, bringing your hands by your upper rib cage and your forehead down. Inhale, tuck your toes and either lift your knees or keep them down. Exhale, press up to a plank or a table. Stay here for a breath in, strong plank. Lift that low belly. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, bending one knee. Maybe staying for a breath or two before switching. And here, just bringing your attention into how you're feeling, what you're feeling. Not what you're thinking, what you're feeling. If you find that you get that monkey mind going on, just bring your attention and your awareness to your breath and to where you're feeling sensation in your body. Feeling the earth beneath your hands and your toes, your feet. And grounding. Stretching the hips up and back, sliding the heels behind the ankles. Rotating your elbows in and dropping chest towards the thighs. Inhale, come forward over your toes. Exhale, low push-up, knees down or not. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, lower to your belly. Stretch back through the toes. Reach your arms back, locust pose for a breath. Take your time, release. Bring your hands by your ribs, forehead down. Tuck your toes on the inhale. Exhale, lift up, plank or table. Stay here. Take a deep breath in. Full expression. Round into your upper back. And then downward facing dog. Starting to build some heat. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, plank pose. Lengthen through your sternum. Exhale, low push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, locust pose. Exhale, release, hands and forehead and toes tuck. Inhale here. Exhale to plank pose or table. Stay here for a breath. Downward facing dog. Now, if you prefer to do your vinyasa any which way you want to do it, if you prefer to skip it, you can do that, right? But just a chance to try something different if it feels okay and it's available in your body. Good. One more breath in down dog. And we're going to move on, coming forward into plank pose. Remember to keep your gaze at the top of your mat. Try not to look underneath at your belly. Step your feet together and lift your right foot up. Lift it up from the heel. Good. Press away from your mat. Take a deep breath in. And then step your right foot behind your left leg. Bend both knees and sink your hips. And then press them up to a flip dog position. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Lift the hips. And then bring your right hand down. Sink your hips low as you transition. Bring your right knee to your left elbow. Good. Inhale. Step it back behind you. Come in for a wild thing. Press the hips up. Exhale, right hand down, right knee, right elbow. Good. One more time. Bring your right foot behind your left leg. Sink your hips. Lift up into wild thing or flip dog. And then exhale. Right hand down, right knee, left elbow. Good. Fall in triangle. Extend your right leg out and lift your left arm up. Press up out of your right hand and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Open your chest. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Come up onto your back toes if you can and roll forward over your back toes. Lengthen through your collarbones. And then bring your right knee to your right elbow and step your right foot outside your right hand. Lower your back knee. And come onto your fingertips here for a moment or a block just to release the wrists a little bit. Slow down your breath. Thought my cat wanted to come in. And then maybe you come onto the forearms or anywhere that feels good right now in this shape. You could reach for the back foot for a little twist, quad stretch. We'll take one more breath here. All right, from here, bring yourself up onto your hands, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and bring your hands a little closer together, turn your right toes out, rock a little bit forward and back. And then step your back foot up for Malasana. Really gently with all these movements. You're strong, but you're gentle, and you move slowly to really create mindfulness and skill. Lift up through your chest, through the top of your head. And then we'll come into our forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. And then from here, stepping your right foot back and your left foot back into plank pose. All right. Placing your right foot next to your left, lift your left foot up from the heel. Lift up out of your shoulders, away from your mat. Engage that right leg. Take a deep breath in. And then step the left foot behind your right leg. Sink your hips when you get there, and then lift them up. So we stay low to the ground. This is very grounding here. As you go through these transitions, keep a nice soft knee. Keep it low to the ground. One more breath. And then sink your hips as you bring your left hand to the mat. Bring your left knee to your right elbow. Try to stay in a tight little package here. All right, again, I'm going to stay low to the ground as I come back around into our flip dog position. And then exhale, sink your hips, bring your left hand down, left knee, right elbow. One more time, come back around. Flip dog position. And then sink your hips, bring your left knee to your right elbow. And then come into fallen triangle. Stretch up. Find a lift from the ground beneath you. Feel your wingspan, right? Inhale to find some space. Exhale, open your chest. One more breath. Good. Bring your right hand down. Come onto your back toes. Kind of staying in this position here as we look forward. And this is a stretch here in itself. Bring your left knee to your left tricep or elbow. And then step it outside your left hand. Lower your back knee, come onto your fingertips. Deep breath. Let that breath wash through you. In and out through the nose. Right, possibly rolling to the outside of the left foot. Just explore the shape. What feels good in your body right now? How can you dissolve the sensations you're feeling from all of that work we just did with the breath? So just giving yourself a little time to recover. Possibly grabbing the back foot. We'll start to come up onto the hands. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and just be in this kind of low lunge, rocking forward and back. Hands move together. We'll step the back foot up and sink the hips for Malasana. Lift up through the heart. One more breath. Forward fold gently. Keeping the knees soft, and then lifting the hips when it feels okay for a more straighter leg. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale here. Exhale, roll up to stand up. Inhale, reach up, connect the fingertips, lift up. Exhale, forward fold, soften your knees. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then we'll step the left foot back and the right foot back into plank pose. Shift forward over your toes, take a breath in. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, locust pose. Exhale, release. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, press up, plank or table. Stay here for a breath. Downward facing dog. Whew. All right, now see how this downward dog is feeling. Pedal out your feet if it feels good. Maybe a little action of bobbing your chest towards your thighs. All right, moving forward. Inhale forward to plank. Step your feet together. Lift your right heel up. Inhale. Step your right foot behind your left leg. Sink your hips. Lift them up. Take a breath here in flip dog. Exhale, right hand down. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale, step the right foot behind you. Come into wild thing for a breath. Exhale, right hand down, hips low. Bring your right knee to your left elbow. One more time. Step the right foot behind you. Sink your hips and then lift them up. Flip dog variation. Exhale. Sink your hips. Bring your right hand down and your right knee to your left elbow. Fall in triangle. Turn your back heel flat. Lift the hips. Breathe here. Good. Bring your left hand down. Lift your back heel up. Look forward. Bring your right knee to your right tricep. And then step your right foot outside your right hand. Lower your left knee down. Come onto your fingertips. Take a breath. Let it go. Maybe you come onto your forearms. Maybe you stay on your hand. But reach your right arm back. Take a breath. And then bring it back out in front of you. Good. Inhale, open it up, possibly rolling that right hip open. Exhale, bring it back forward. One more time. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, bring it back to center. Plant your hands. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Now from here, heel toe your right foot in a little bit. Rock forward and back. So now my hips are square. Hug your right hip crease in. Lift up low belly. Drive the back of the left knee up towards the sky. And then spread your shoulder blades. Spread your collarbones. Good. Bring your hands together. Turn your right toes out. Step up. Malasana. Sinking the hips, lifting the heart. And then exhale to a forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, fold. Stay here for a deep, full breath. And roll up on your exhale. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And then let's step back into plank pose. We're going through it again. But first, come forward over your toes. Take a deep breath in. Low push-up. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, locust pose. If you'd like, you can grab the feet, find your bow. Exhale, release, hands by your chest, forehead down. Inhale here, tuck your toes. Exhale, press up, engage your core. Whew. Stay here for a breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Deep, full breath in. Deep, full breath out. One more slow breath in, pressing up out of your wrists. Exhale. Good. Come forward into plank. Let's find some ease with it. I know we're working hard, but let's find that grace if we can. Lift your left heel up. Inhale. Step your left foot behind your right leg. Sink your hips. And then lift into your flip dog variation. Exhale, sink your hips, bring your left hand down, left knee, right elbow. Step your left foot behind your right, sink your hips. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, sink your hips, bring your left hand down, bring your left knee, right elbow. One more time here. Step your left foot behind your right leg, sink your hips. Wild thing variation. And then sink your hips. Bring your left knee to your right elbow. Fallen triangle. Open up. A couple slow breaths here. Lift those hip points up. Bring your right hand down. Lift your back heel up. Look forward. Lift up your low belly. And then bring your left knee to your left elbow. Step your left foot outside your left hand. Lower your back knee. Come onto your fingertips for a breath. Heart rate is going to be up, right? So let's start to just slow the breath down. If it feels okay, come onto your forearms or stay on your hands. I'm going to reach the left arm back, and as I do so, I'm rolling to the outer edge of my left foot, opening my left knee out. Remember to keep space around your neck. Exhale, bring your left hand down, turn your left toes forward, square the hips. All right, so inhale, opening that left hip up. Exhale, closing it, squaring the hips off. One more time, open up, trace a circle with that left arm, a half circle. Exhale, bring it back. Good. All right, come on to your hands. Turn your left toes forward and hug that left hip into your left arm, the left inner leg into your left arm. Lift your right knee up and then drop that right outer hip down. We're going to rock a little bit forward and back. Breathe deep breaths. Oh, so much opening in the hips. You're going to feel so good after this. Good, now hands together. Last time we're going to do this here, we'll step up slowly, Malasana. Sink the hips. Lift up your heart. Deep breath. Forward fold. In this forward fold, if it feels good, just interlace your fingers behind your back and stretch your arms over your head. If it doesn't feel good, just doing something that does. Good. Come into a flat back. forward fold. Stay here for a deep breath in. And roll up. Inhale, reach up. Fingertips touch. Lift them up towards the sky. Neck is neutral. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees, drop the head, tuck the chin. Inhale, flat back. And now we're going to hop or step back into a high push-up. Shift forward over your toes, take a low push-up. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, locust pose, possibly bow pose. Exhale, release. Inhale here, get ready. Exhale, press up, plank or table. Inhale for a breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big full breath in. Big full breath out. Gonna take a moment, set your knees down. Find a sweet little child's pose here. Turn your palms up. And allow yourself to be heavy. Invite a softness in. Maybe roll out your forehead from side to side. Slow down your breath. Remember that slow breathing from the beginning of class. Fill up your belly, your ribs, your chest. Empty out through your nose. Crawl your fingertips forward. Right, forearms are off the mat now, so now we're activating this. Look forward. Feeling that nice extension in the side body. Neck is long, neck is long. Good, and then bring yourself forward. And let's come into puppy pose. Walk your hands forward. Set your forehead down. You can always bring your hands to prayer and bring your thumbs to the back of your skull. If you'd like a little stretch in the backs of your arms, it feels really good. Or you could always bring your chest and your chin down if that's in your practice. If your hands are closer together, it will feel more sensational than if they're further apart. So if you need some space, take it. One more breath. Start to bring yourself back up. Spread your fingers wide. Let's come into plank pose. All right, we're going to take out a little bit of the action. Just a little bit. So lift up your right foot. Take a deep breath in. Step your right foot behind your left leg. Come into that wild thing or flip dog variation, right? Lift those hips. And then exhale, sink your hips, bring your right hand down, right knee, left elbow. Extend the leg out, fall in triangle. Bring your left hand down, square off your hips. Take a deep breath in, And bring your right knee to your right elbow or tricep. And then step your right foot outside your right hand. Plant your left palm down. And here we're going to lift the right arm up into a twist. Lift up low belly. Rotate into your upper back and stretch up through the fingertips. Good. Start to roll to the outer edges of your feet. Reach your right arm back. Inhale. And then exhale, we're going to square the hips and bring the right hand back down. Look forward. You can do this with blocks under your hands. Good. Inhale, roll to the outer edges of the feet. Reach the right arm back. Exhale, reach the right hand forward. Turn your toes to face forward. Elongate through the chest. Lift up low belly. One more time. Inhale. So we're going through the whole motion really slow. Create some resistance through the atmosphere. Exhale. Bring it back around. Nice and slow. Whew. Lower your back knee. Come onto your fingertips for a moment. Just release. And then come onto your forearms for lizard. Again, you're welcome to take the twist. Grab the back foot. Hug it towards you. Good, and release. Turn your left toes or your right toes to face forward. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. And bring your hands a little closer together towards the center of your mat. And then walk your right foot closer to your right hand. Turn your back heel flat. And then we're going to come into side angle. So either you're going to keep your right fingertips down inside your right foot. Keep a low lunge. Or you can bring your forearm to your thigh and lift up that way. Okay, so lift up your frontal hip points and really engage your core. Forearm on the thigh or fingertips to your mat. If there's a bind in your practice and you want it, take it. I'm just going to come in for extended side angle, reaching the left arm over the ear. Every inhale, find length. Exhale, turn your chest towards the sky. One more round of breath. Empty it out. Good, and come up and find warrior two. Sink into it. Spread your toes. Lift your frontal hip points. Hug your inner thighs. Engage your triceps. We're here for 5, 4, 3. Relax your face. 2. One more breath. Exhale, hands to heart. Look back at your left foot and bend into your left knee for Skandasana. Feeling a lot of release in that right leg here now. Open up your arms if it feels okay. I like to play with pointing and flexing my left foot, right where you bring your right arm, where you're going to feel the stretch. One more breath here. Good, and from here we're stopping in the middle for Prasarita. Wide-legged fold. This is going to be a nice angle. Wide-legged fold. Good. Come into a flat back. And then turn to the top of your mat. So turn your toes to face forward. And then step your back foot just maybe a foot in and then a foot out to the left. Hug your right hip in. And then come onto your fingertips. Find a lot of length. Maybe blocks here. Maybe blocks. Lift up low belly. Lengthen out. And plant your left fingertip somewhere inside the right foot, in front of or outside. Hug that right hip crease in and reach your right arm up. Twisted triangle. And then find that lift. So we can kind of sink in, but that's not what we're looking for. We want to lift. So if you need to, grab a block. Lift up your kneecaps. Hug your inner thighs. Big, beautiful breaths with gratitude because you can do this today. One more here. And release the right hand down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pyramid pose. Keep lifting the low belly here. Come up onto your fingertips here. And now we're going to just step the left foot behind the right. So the heels match up. The left arch or heel matches up with the front. And we're coming into triangle from this low position. So I'm going to bring my right hand onto my right shin. I'm going to come up. I'm going to start higher up, right? Lifting up the frontal hip points, rotating into upper back. And then as I'm here, I might start to come in a little deeper. Stay engaged. Stay open. Feel the arms reach apart. One more breath. Top arm can reach over the ear for some side body length. Good. And from here, bring your left hand down, soften your right knee. Come onto your back toes. And step your back foot forward. Lay your chest over your thighs, find a forward fold. Come into a flat back here. Bring your hands on your hips and rise up to stand up. Soften your tailbone down, lift up your chest. Hands are on your hips. Just bring your elbows together. Lift your heart up a little bit here. All right, we've got to do that all again on the other side. Inhale, reach up, fingertips touch, fingertips lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And then step back into plank pose or hop back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, low push up. Inhale, high push up. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, locust. Maybe that bow. Exhale, release. Take a deep breath in. And then press up to a plank. Stay here for a breath. Downward dog. Big full breath in. Big full breath out. Big breath in. Easy breath out. Inhale, plank. Step your feet together. Lift your left foot up. Take a breath. And then step your left foot behind your right leg. Sink your hips and then lift them up. Exhale, left hand down. Sink your hips. Bring your left knee to your right elbow. Fall in triangle. Good. Bring your right hand down. Bring your left knee to your left elbow. And then step your left foot outside your left hand. Stay lifted here. Really step your left foot, the whole foot down. Hug that left hip in. Lift the right thigh up. And then as we inhale, we're going to start to reach the left arm forward. And as we open it up, we're rolling to the outer edges of the feet, lifting that bottom hip. And as we exhale, we're squaring everything off back to center. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, drop it. One more time, open. And bring it back. Good, we're just going to lift the left arm because we didn't spend much time here in this twist. Just breathe. Good, bring your left hand down. For a moment here, just lower your back knee. Come on to your fingertips. Lower down onto your forearms if it's available. Maybe take that bind with the back foot. As we start to come up here, coming into side angle, bring your hands together. Walk that left foot towards your left hand, back heel flat. Line up your front heel with your back arch and make it a low lunge. This front thigh wants to be parallel. Good. Walk your left forearm up your left thigh, reach your right arm up. Remember to create space around your neck and torso. If you want to go deeper, left fingertips down to a block maybe, or the floor. Right arm reaches over the ear. Remember to keep your back leg strong. Possibly looking up at the thumb. One more breath. Good. Come up, warrior two. Sink in, lift up here. Center line. Engage the glutes, reach out. Let's see if we can just soften the toes and breathe through this. 1. You can do it. 2. 3. 4. 5. Exhale, hands to heart. Look back at your right foot. Skandasana. Oh, sweet release. Sweet release. Maybe an open arm twist here. Everybody is going to look a little different, and your body is going to want maybe something different than mine. So explore that. One more breath. All right, Prasarita, wide-legged fold. Possibly taking your hands around the ankles or the toes. Lower belly stays lifting. Up and in. Good. Bring yourself into a halfway lift. And then we're going to turn to face the front of the mat. Frame your front foot. Walk your back foot up and to the right so it's hips width distance apart from your left. Come up onto your fingertips, into the ball mounds of your feet. Right fingertips down, left arm lifts. Hug that left hip back and in. Lift up low belly. One more breath. Release. Find triangle pose. Right foot steps back in line with the left. And we'll open up. Right arm reaches as we grow tall, lifting the knees. Good. You really want to roll that right hip back. Top arm reaching over the ear. Pyramid. I know I did things a little bit backwards, but what the heck. Enjoy it. Either way, it feels good. Come into a halfway lift. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Roll your shoulders back. All right, everybody. This is where we're going to roll through it, both sides, one more time each, breath to movement. And we're going to add in that balance at the end. And then it's going to be easy breezy from there on out. I'm going to shorten it up a little bit. Well, let's flow. Let's do this. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or hop into a plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, lift up, locust, possibly grabbing the back. Feet for bow. And release. Good. Inhale to activate the shape. Exhale, press up, plank or table. Stay here for a breath. Downward facing dog. Good. Inhale to plank. Step your feet together. Lift your right foot up. Step it behind you. Sink your hips. Lift them up for a breath. Bring your right hand down, right knee, right elbow. Fallen triangle as you inhale. Bring that left hand down. Right knee, right elbow. Step your right foot outside the right hand. Inhale, right arm reaches up and over, open your hip. Exhale, bring it back down. Turn your back heel flat. Come into side angle pose. And then find warrior two. Inhale here. Skandasana to the left. Open up your arms for a breath. And then let's find Prasarita, our forward fold. Come into a flat back and frame your front foot, turning your hips towards the front of your mat. Coming into twisted triangle for a breath here, open it up. And then exhale, release. Fold over the front thigh, pyramid. And then find a halfway lift. Step your back foot in line with your right. Come into triangle pose. From your triangle pose, it's half moon. I'm going to place my left hand on my hip, soften the right knee, and lift the back foot up. Ardha Chandrasana. Draw your bottom rib cage forward and your top rib cage back. Right? Bottom rib cage forward and up. Either stay here, or we're going to come into Chapasana, sugarcane pose. Bending the back knee, reaching for the back foot. Try to keep your knee at hip level. Don't lift it up too high. You don't want to lift that foot up too high. Try to keep it in a bow shape. Lift up low belly. One more breath. Good. Step back, warrior two, reverse, and release your hands to your mat. Good, come into plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, lower to belly. Inhale, locust or bow. Exhale, lower down. Stay here for a breath, tuck your toes. And then press up to a plank or a table. Round into your upper back for a breath. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last side, plank pose. Step your feet together. Lift your left heel up. Inhale. Step it behind your right leg. Sink your hips. Lift them up. Good. Sink your hips again. Bring your left hand down. Left knee, right elbow. Fall in triangle. Open up. Good. Place your left hand down. Or your right hand down, I'm sorry. Bring your left knee to your right elbow. Left knee, left elbow. Jeez. Step your left foot outside your left hand. Be on your fingertips here. Inhale, reach the left arm all the way back, rolling to the outer edges of the feet. Exhale, bring it back around to center. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, bring it back around to center. One more time, open it up. Bring it back around to center. Turn your back heel flat and come into side angle. Warrior two. Skandasana. Open up the arms. Prasarita. Finding some length and then folding in. Inhale, flat back. Turn to face the front of your mat for twisted triangle. Open it up for a breath. Pyramid. Good. Find a flat back and come into triangle pose. So I'll step my right foot back and open it up. And then right hand on the hip. Let's come into half moon. Bending the left knee, lifting the right foot. Opening up here as I lift up my frontal hip points and draw my top ribs back. If you want more, you'll take the back foot and press it back. Just as if we were in bow, so just keeping that foot in line with your glutes, your hips. And pressing it back as you press your hips forward. Good. Coming back into warrior two. Bend your left knee so when you step back softly. And then reverse your warrior. Release your hands to your mat. Step back into plank pose. Good. Last time here. Inhale forward. Exhale, one push-up. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, locust. We're going to hold here for 5 breaths. So either here or take your feet and find bow or another variation you might like. Last breath here. And release. Bring your hands under your forehead. And just let your feet sway from side to side. Point your hands by your side, press up onto your knees so we're in a table. And we'll come into pigeon pose, so bringing your right shin forward. Now you can lay on your back and do thread the needle if that's better for you. Doesn't matter, your heel can be very close to your pelvis. It doesn't have to be parallel. You want your hips level. You can place a block here under your right hip or under your left quadricep too to help you out. Make you feel a little bit more even if you need it. Give yourself some time here. Hold the space for you. Just breathe and soften. Come back to a slower pace of breath. Last couple rounds of breath here. Start to come up. Sit onto your right hip more as you bring your left foot around and on the outside of your right thigh. And then hug your right foot closer to your bum so you're sitting on both of your butt cheeks here. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your left fingertips back behind you. Right arm reaches up to find length as we inhale. And as we exhale, the lower belly lifts up and in, and we come in for the twist. Right arm over the left thigh. 5 breaths. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. Maybe a little more twist. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. Last one, 5. Exhale. Keep your legs, just take a counter twist. So we'll turn and look over the opposite shoulder, just for a breath. And then we'll come into pigeon on the left. So the right leg will swing back. And then I'll square my hips. So if you can't get your hips level and square with your shin parallel, this is what I mean. Don't worry about it. Bring it closer to you, and over time, you'll get there. But we want to kind of turn. But if you have another variation as well, you can take that. Like if you're modifying, don't worry about what I'm saying. Practice intelligently for your body, what you need. Slow, deep breaths, inviting expansion into your lower back and your spine and your hips. And as you exhale, inviting softness in, ease. Notice if you're fighting yourself here or if you're flowing. Make any adjustments you need to find that ease. Last few breaths. start to come up. And then sit onto the left hip as you bring your right leg around. For the twist, sitting in between your feet. Right fingertips back, left arm reaches up, inhale. And then twist, open on your exhale. Trying to really stamp that entire right foot down on your mat. That'll give you leverage to lift. One more breath here, all the way in, all the way out. Good, turn to face the top of your mat. Bring your feet forward. As you sit forward, just take the flesh from under your sit bones. Try to internally rotate those thighs. And then if you need to, put a bend in your knees. We're going to take the big toes today. Find a lot of length as we inhale. And without rounding, just bend your elbows and lower your chest and your belly towards your thighs. Keep your collarbones reaching forward. Now, if you can do this with a straighter leg, once your belly is on your thighs, you'll then start to straighten the legs, elbows to the ground. Everything is also just a suggestion, right? You can always find exactly what you need. One more breath here. Inhale. And then just allow yourself to kind of round in. I like to point my toes as I round and then flex my feet as I lengthen. Coming up to stand or to sit. Lay down onto your back. Hug your knees towards you. And come into happy baby. And it could feel really nice just to rock a little side to side. Bring the soles of your feet together with your feet in your hands. Just open up those knees, heels over your pelvis. Nice release there. And then extend your legs long. Walk your shoulder blades in. Rest your hands by your side. Shavasana, everybody. And wiggle around until you're very comfortable. Again, start to breathe, filling up the lower belly, the ribs, the chest. And inviting in relaxation as you exhale. Inhale, fill up the lower belly, the ribs, and the chest. Exhale through the nose, inviting in softness and ease. One more time, breathing in, filling up the low belly, the ribs, the chest. Exhaling, inviting in peace. Bring your awareness to the top of your head and feel that place soften and relax. And invite that softness into your forehead and your eyebrows. Continuing to feel the breath, your breath. And bringing awareness to your eyes and your cheeks and your nose, and softening and relaxing there. Feel your ears and along your jaw line, up into your chin and your lips, your tongue and your teeth, your throat. Invite relaxation and ease into those places. And as you lay and you breathe, the relaxation starts to flow down to your shoulders, your arms and your hands, your fingers, your wrists. Bringing awareness now to the toes, the bottoms of your feet, your heels, your ankles, the tops of your feet, feeling relaxed and heavy, and allowing that relaxation to flow up your legs and your thighs, into your hips and the backs of your legs. Your entire lower body is completely relaxed. And bringing your awareness to your center. Inviting in a healing light. Starting at the center of your being and flowing through your entire body now. Into every cell, every corner of your body, of your mind, of your soul. Healing white light. And just allow that to permeate, to flow, to heal you here. Invite healing in. To awaken, first take a deeper breath. Exhaling out anything that still needs to be released. Bringing some gentle awareness back into your fingers and toes, just wiggling. And then stretching your arms up overhead, pointing your toes, finding a nice long stretch. And then stepping your feet on your mat, pressing your low spine down and hugging your knees in towards you. Roll over to one side and press yourself up to a seat. Bring your hands together at your heart center, taking a couple of moments just to be here. Observe how you feel in your body. Remember to take time throughout your day to find some deeper breaths, to find some appreciation for what you have, for what you are, and to stay grounded. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. Let's all take a deep breath in as we look up towards the skies. Exhale, bow to the earth below us. Namaste, beautiful yogis. Thank you guys all so much. Thank you for supporting, for being here, and I love you, and I hope to see you again really soon.